Hey, not something 21. How's it going, man? Thanks so much for the 37. Welcome back, everybody. Two streams, yeah, for today. And I'll be streaming later, technically later today after I come back from lunch. Got some good rest? Yeah. The nap really helped, though. I'm probably gonna have to take another nap after the stream. Hi, Can Raj, if that's how I say your name. Welcome to the stream. We will be Andying to the Genshin 4.7 stream pretty soon. In about half an hour. You always read Jinjo as Shenjo. Funny. Also, welcome back, Hannah. How's it going? Is there any Royal Guard playstyle units so far? From what I've seen, no, but I haven't played all the characters yet, so I don't know. You're talking about characters who, like, mainly rely on parries as, like, their main form of, like, as their main mechanic, right? In which case, not really. So far, parries only seem to be, like, a universal mechanic. Hey, Jojo, welcome back. Shishia's ult is really strong, I've noticed. Like the last ending hit, the ending hit on Shishia's ult is really strong. Like a wave clears all on its own, pretty much. You missed the second stream. Have your thoughts changed, or are they still the same? Not really, but now that I'm starting to understand the combat a little bit more, the game's becoming slightly more enjoyable. As it should, because, you know, You should enjoy the game for its combat, or its, you know, gameplay at the very least. Oh, the daily change. Did I miss out on the yesterday's daily as well? Because I was so tired I just went straight to sleep. Probably, yeah. Whatever. That doesn't really matter. Don't care. Hey Fever, welcome back, man. How do you find Wuthering Waves? So far, it's basically a worse version of Genshin. But I get the feeling I'll enjoy the game more once I understand its actual combat mechanics. But for right now, I'm still kind of like pressing buttons. Did you find the parry mechanic? I mean, I think I know how it works. Like when an enemy starts flashing yellow, or when they get like a yellow circle, that means you can parry them. I have mixed feelings about the parry mechanic in this game. Assuming that's it. There might be a more advanced parry mechanic in this game that I'm not aware of right now. Or like maybe some characters have stronger versions of a parry. But like if that's all the parry is in this game, where it's like, oh yeah, enemies can glow yellow and that's pretty much it. Hey JXC, welcome back. How's it going? Why do you think it's a bad Genshin? I did say it was a worse Genshin, but I didn't say it was a bad Genshin. Those two things are technically different. Like, Wu was still a good game, but I just don't enjoy it as much as I do Genshin. At least not so far. But that's only because I only have barely a handful of hours on this game that actually have played. So I expect my opinion to change as I continue to play the game. It already is changing. Characters all have some sort of like attack combos you can do. There's a section in the guidebook that's basically the character trials. Oh, cool. That's good. Parries don't feel as rewarding, unlike Royal Guard. I don't like the fact that you can't just parry whenever you want. Like, there's no way for you to control it. It's just like, oh, it depends on what kind of attacks enemies have, and you have to pay attention to those. What is this? Fancy animation for just getting a couple things, I guess. Based on your current opinion, do you see yourself playing in a few months? I think I still will. I think. I have no idea what cutscene this is. Oh, it's just more of Ling Yang's story. How's the story so far? I don't care. I have just been skipping through as much of it as I could. But apparently, from what other people have read, it's not looking too hot. You do like the swapping mechanic? Yeah, it's cool.
違うわ。少なくとも独善的でも君は大事なもののために本能と弱点に抗いながら戦った獣になりだから人の品を守るためにはそういうカイサイさんカイシさんもあシリンタランジュだからカイシでもそれこそあの音ちゃんと聞こえました間違えるはずがありません
How do you understand what's happening if I skip the story? Simple. If there's an enemy, I fucking kill it.
Oh. 君もさすがに何度か通ったことあると思うけど、せっかくだし少し
Oh, right. Chempy's glowing because I have my map set it to tracking him. I think I'm a little bit too close to disable the tracking, so. Also, I think I'm supposed to follow Ling Yang around. I don't know why the story like mission marker isn't working right now. There we go. Early stream. Hey, Okara, how's it going, man? Yeah, for the Genshin live stream later in about 10 minutes. Stream should actually be live right now. Let me double check. No, not quite yet. It should go live soon though. Are you planning to play long term? Yeah, that was the plan. However, the game isn't as enjoyable as I was hoping it would be. However, my opinion is changing. The more I learned about the combat, the more I learned about the gameplay. And I expect to like the game more and more as I learn how the game actually works. Hey man, welcome back, man. Yeah, I made it for the live stream. We will be watching it shortly. We've been through other early gacha content. They're all rough in the beginning. Maybe for some, but Wuwo is especially egregious because it's clearly designed to be a Genshin clone. So naturally, anybody who's played Genshin before will just naturally compare it to that game. And not sure if you've ever played Genshin before, Akara. I'm assuming you haven't, or maybe you did a little bit, but maybe you don't play it anymore. But I explicitly remember not having a lot of the issues that Wuwa has during its launch, back during Genshin's launch a couple years back. While obviously Genshin had its fair share of problems of its own back during its launch, like they were much fewer than whatever problems Wuwa's got at launch, and Genshin was just a lot more immersive than this game. So, not to mention it came out first, so you know, first to the race and all that. Also, where are we going? Theater next afternoon. Oh god. How do I handle this shit again? Weird way to do a time system in this game. Pausing it here though, because the stream should be going live very soon. Oh, technically it is live. Oh, and for some reason I didn't enable the chat box. Oops. Kind of a mistake. Current Woowa reminds you of Mondstadt with a couple more bugs. I would agree, except early game Genshin was fucking amazing. I don't think there will ever be another gacha game that quite captured my attention, or a lot of people's attention for that matter, quite as much as early, like, month 1 Genshin did. So to me, when you say it reminds you of Mondstadt with a couple more bugs, it's like I want to disagree immediately, but I know that you're probably only talking about it in the sense that, oh yeah, Mondstadt was a starting area, and this is the starting area for Wuwa, so, you know, it reminds you of that. But, like, for me personally, for me to say that something reminds me of Genshin's Mondstadt back in the day, like, the game has to, like, capture my attention, just in the same way as Mondstadt did back then. But, you know, it is what it is. Hey, Zavish, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Whoa, was never gonna be a Genshin killer. Not sure where you brought that up from. Never said it was gonna be a Genshin killer. Matter of fact, I'm on record for saying that that exact same thing myself numerous times during the months leading up to WoW's release. So I'm not sure why you felt the need to bring that up. But yes, I do agree that it's always nice to have competition, because now we've dealt with Genshin not having any meaningful competition for the last 3-4 years. Now we actually do. Even if, you know, WoW's launch wasn't exactly smooth. Sweetly's already at Union level 27, UL 27. I mean, is that really surprising? When you think about it long and hard, do you really think that's very surprising? And I'm sure she's not the only one. Not disagreeing with you, just reiterating. I mean, technically speaking, it's not even a matter of, like, disagreeing. I'm just kind of wondering where that came from. Like, what did you mean by that? Dainsleif's back. Yeah, we knew that we were gonna get another Dainsleif quest with 4.7. Hey, Eric, welcome back. Yes, new stream. First time here. Hey, welcome to the stream. Real Key, if that's how I say your name. Know me from YouTube. Watch a video from me. Respect my opinion. Thank you, by the way. You want to ask, there was huge hype behind WoW, but you don't think the game has what it takes to steal the crown from Genshin? We just talked about that. What are your thoughts? No, Genshin, WoW will not topple Genshin. Anybody who tells you that WoW is gonna be a Genshin killer is talking shit out of their ass. More to your point though, or more relevant to your question, because you didn't necessarily say it was going to be a Genshin killer, just that, oh, there's a lot of hype behind WoW right now, and that, no, actually, no, that you are kind of implying, like, Genshin killer status, because, you know, you're talking about how,
goes without leaving a trace, only appearing at the most critical moments.
Drop the volume on the stream. Yeah, you are talking about Genshin killer, because you're talking about how, you know, how WoW has what it takes to steal the crown from Genshin. No, Genshin will be the best. Well, Genshin will be the biggest gacha game for years to come. What you have to understand is that one game alone can't like uproot Genshin from its place of being the biggest gacha game in the world. Not to like. Genshin's been around for 4 years, right? It was the first of its kind, or the first successful one of its kind, right? An open world RPG, ARPG, whatever you want to call it, gacha game, right? With the visuals and the graphical fidelity to match. No other gacha game has done what Genshin has, and essentially MiHoYo was several years ahead of everybody else.
Keeping everybody all healthy and nice and making sure everybody feels good.
Kind of weird hearing Sigewinne speak with a really, really deep voice. Or with a really low voice.
All right, nice. So we've got a traveler, a man of mystery.
So now that we have an actual competitor to Genshin now, that game alone is not going to do it. No one single game will take over Genshin all of a sudden, right? Like, you would have to be extraordinary. You have to have everything going for you, right? You have to have a marketing budget that's as big as, if not bigger than what Genshin worked with, and Kurogame is nowhere near as big of a company as MiHoYo is. Matter of fact, Kurogame was founded by several ex-MiHoYo employees. So, yeah, good luck with that. Stream is very loud, actually. I can almost hear barely hear myself talk.
Of the Marushosei hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
You have to have an extremely smooth launch, which WoW did not have. I mean, the servers are holding up, so that's cool. At least we don't have. At least we aren't dealing with any, like, you know, server lockouts or whatever, or like queues to get into the server. But you know, there's a lot of bugs with the game. Lots of issues that people have been reporting to the extent that the developers felt the need to fucking apologize to people and give us free compensation for that. So, you know, even they recognize that the launch has not been very smooth, or is not as smooth as it could have been.
So vast and mysterious. There must be quite a story behind this place. So, I'll explore this.
Is that
place
the
with you
battle
feet.
pass weapon? That's
Let's
kind of cool.
never stop hoping for victory. Way ahead of you.
He's got a cool voice, actually.
Move or be moved.
Not that I doubt your fighting ability, of course. It's just so much more dangerous in there than I ever imagined.
Oh, we got some bots.
Just let me know.
Also, Caliente, Tortuga, thanks so much for the 4-month resub, man. Welcome back. How's it going, Mr. Strimmer, man? It's alright. Going alright. Looking forward to my 4-day weekend. Now that's finally here.
They don't trust me at all.
Did I experience any major bugs myself? No, technically not really. My personal experience has been very smooth, but unlike Tectone, I understand that just because I don't have any problems doesn't mean that other people don't have problems too.
To the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering or try to.
Lucario will return to Genshin for this 5-star. Yeah.
Such was the price they paid. And thus,
Surely.
their souls became cleansed and pure.
Surely. Maybe we'll get 4 intertwined fates next year. Yeah. Surely.
You use it yourself. didn't
Surely.
you? That's why you have a human appearance.
That's quite the gamble.
Much appreciated for your response. Would love to see a video on this subject from you. Like talking about why Genshin won't be, or not, sorry, not Genshin. Why Wua will not be like a Genshin killer. I mean, I suppose I can make a video like that. It's just, in my mind, it's so obvious that I don't need to make a video. Not to mention making videos for me right now is very hard to do at the moment.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, why the fuck are they not, or why the fuck are they fighting against us then? Alright, codes. Should have had Genshin writing in the background. Is there any update? Maybe. To fix some, like, really egregious bugs, I guess, but not like a major update. But yeah, real key. If you got any more questions about Wuthering Waves or whatever, just gachas in general, hit me up. More than happy to talk my shit about them. Dineslev and Caribert return. I don't think Caribert's coming back, buddy. If I remember the story with them, anyway. Suppose I'll write down this code for later. Drop the code, please. Sure. They're leaving the code up on stream for a while.
Oh, it looks like our first mission is here.
But yeah, no. Wuwa will not kill Genshin. Or, to a lesser extent, it's not going to take over Genshin's spot as #1 gacha game. Far from it. Like, I don't even think it'll surpass Star Rail in terms of popularity, but we'll see.
In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law. Ready. Evil looks.
Hey, look, guys, we have Bloodborne at home.
Those animations.
Did you see that
So good. That ultimate is so cool.
Clorinde's strength actually has a really interesting origin. She inherited it from the Marachose hunters.
Ooh, the hunters from the artifact set.
Bloodborne at home.
The Marachose hunters were an organization that defeated monsters and upheld justice from the shadows. I think the group's name has
We
also
still have the
been mentioned in
copium
some
of
our
Genshin
game's
on
historical
Switch.
records.
Exactly. exactly.
I mean,
The
sure.
Mara Showcase hunters have a long
If enough
history,
time
so
passes
modern-day
where
Genshin is
Sony's
nothing more than an
exclusivity
old
contract
legend from
or
novels and
Genshin's
plays. But for
exclusivity
Clorinde,
contract
the Mara
with
Shosei
the
Hunters' legacy is
PlayStation
really
somehow
real.
expires, which I don't
If
think
travelers
they're
want to
gonna
learn more
let
about
go
the
of
Mara Shosei
that.
Hunters, then be sure to check out Clorande's story quest in the new version.
I want to learn more about the Mara Shosei Hunters.
Perfect. Then let's get into her combat abilities. Clorinde is categorized as an electro.
What are we expecting for this
She
update? Well,
actually uses
Clorinde
the
and new
sword
characters,
the
of course.
pistolet to attack her enemies during combat. Now, her normal attack
So what?
deals
Clorinde,
physical damage by performing
Sigewinne,
up to 5 consecutive
Sethos, the new
During
4-star
her
from
charged attack,
Sumeru.
Clorinde uses her pistolet to target enemies in
New
a
Dainslev
V-shaped
quests, so
encounter.
new lore.
Also, Clorinde has developed
The
a
opening
special
trailer
visual
teased
ability. She always polishes her
you
weapons
seeing your
before
missing
each
twin
duel.
again, so that's something.
So dignified of her.
I know, right?
And kind of adorable. Even the champion duelist of
Already
Fontaine is a
motherfuckers
cute
saying
fella.
Wuwo 2
Aw.
bugged, heading back to
It's really
Genshin.
starting to sound just like Sigewinne.
Yep,
Though
been seeing
it's
those kinds of people
probably a
on Twitter.
meaningful ritual for Clorinde, right?
That's exactly right. It's a habit that helps Clorinde focus on the opponent in front of her. In fact, Clorinde's elemental skill, Hunter's Vigil, is an ability that demonstrates how potent she can be when she's focused. Check this out. During combat, unleashing Clorinde's elemental skill will cause her to enter the Night Vigil state. During this state, Clorinde can unleash 2 different types.
Just
of
gave out your last
attacks.
finals for today, so you'll be free for the next 2 months. Hey, that's what's good.
And her elemental skill will be converted into
Lines
a
up
lunging
nicely
attack
with
and
both
impale the
Wuwa
knight.
and I guess technically and Z3, because if Z3 does indeed release or launch during July 4th, then yeah, you'll be able to play both of them with a lot of time to spare.
Wait, so she accumulates the bond with one hand and then clears it with the other?
Oh, hey, that's a really good explanation. Yeah, Clorinde's special attacks have different effects depending on the value of her Bond of Life. So, when her Bond of Life is, like, relatively low, her Swift Hunt Pistolet attacks have a piercing effect, and they deal greater damage. But when her Bond of Life is relatively high, her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, has a greater AoE and deals higher damage.
I just realized this is the Electro 5-star version of Chixia from Wuwa.
And then use her sword to clear it once it reaches a certain amount. And that way, both attacks benefit each other.
Bingo! Though you should remember the effect of one of Clorinde's unique talents. So, when she's in the Night Vigil state,
Reminds you of how the
any
game, how
healing other
Bloodborne is
than
still
the
stuck
one
on
provided by her
PlayStation,
lunging
so locked
attack,
at 30
Impale the
FPS.
Knight,
Yep.
will be converted
At this
into
point,
a
people have
Bond
made
of
mods
Life.
where you can raise the frame rate through mods, but you know,
So, travelers can experiment with a variety of different tactical
you gotta mod the game
combinations.
for that.
Also, although Clorinde is most renowned as a champion duelist, she has never forgotten her identity as a Mara Shosei hunter. So, during her elemental burst, Last Lightfall, Clorinde draws on her Mara Shosei hunter heritage to unleash an ancient skill that empowers mortals to fight deadly monsters. This ability allows her to swiftly evade enemy attacks and strike her opponents. Her burst deals AoE electro damage and grants her a Bond of Life based on her max HP.
Wow, that's so cool. But if that power is designed to fight monsters, is it really okay for her to use it in a regular duel?
Good point. I think Clorinde just has to adjust the amount of force that she puts behind those blows.
That makes sense.
Also, Clorinde can draw on the strength of her companions after unlocking her passive
You're gonna
talent,
need Razor
Don't
language for
Sharpen.
Clorinde later. I mean, no need. She should be.
So,
You should be
when
able
a
to just
nearby
look it up on
enemy
Honey or other websites.
The electro damage dealt by her normal attack and her elemental burst will increase.
Gonna roll
based on her attack
Clorinde? Yeah,
value.
of course.
Though, note, there is a ceiling. to
She's
the
literally
bonus that you
Bloodborne
can
at home.
gain from this effect. Clorinde also has another passive talent called Lawful Remuneration. If her Bond of Life is greater than or equal to a certain percentage, then a change in her Bond of Life value will increase her crit rate. That's right. And while she's in the Night Vigil state, the percentage of healing converted into a Bond of Life will increase.
Wow.
Yeah. And finally, being a champion duelist gives Clorinde a strong familiarity with all the regions of Fontaine. So, when she's in your party, Clorinde can reveal the locations of Fontaine regional resources on the minimap.
So awesome. I'm sure that travelers will be eager to use her to uncover treasure, defeat monsters, and of course, uphold justice.
Not necessarily in that
Yeah,
order.
modding Bloodborne to raise his frame rate is really annoying from what I heard. Or it's really tedious. Gotta do a bunch of other shit first.
Does she have any hobbies? I'm sure that she has some interest outside of work. I mean, she's always accepting cosmetic products from Sigewinne and making sure to return the favor because she's sweet.
Aw, and yeah, of course she does. Clorinde is an active member of the tabletop troupe during her off hours. So, in version 4.7, travelers won't just have
Lenny
the chance to learn
passive,
more
yeah,
about the
Lenny
monsters
power
encountered
creep.
during her story quest, the Reparia chapter. They'll also get to join
Fucking
Clorinde
Lenny
in a
power
very
creep.
special tabletop troupe adventure. Woo! I love TTRPGs so much.
Ooh, I know, I'm so
Excuse me.
excited.
Yeah. And with all of that, that is all the information that I have to share about Clorinde. So, next up, let's introduce our adorable little Sigewinne.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay, sorry. Too excited. Hold on, hold on. We gotta look at her demo first.
Yes.
You only get one body, so you
Those
gotta
Genshin
be
skin mods are gachigasm or Craigasm. Oh, so you've wandered into the world of the wonderful world of Genshin modding, huh? Enjoy your stay. You'll never leave.
You might feel a little prick.
Hey, look, it's budget novelette.
She's so cute. It's unreal.
Wow.
I mean, she even has the she even produces those fucking droplets.
On a bubble like that. She's with her little legs dangling in the air. Oh.
Yeah, with the bubble gun and the giant syringe. Guys, so cute.
Those bubbles are so big. Her kit looks really, really fun. I know, but if
Mods
that
in
syringe
Genshin are really
patients, I can
dangerous.
see
They
why
can
they
get
might
your
be nervous
account
about
banned.
it.
If you're dumb enough, apparently if you're dumb enough to show your UID and then like flex your mods on Twitter or something like that, then yeah, sure. At that point, you kind of deserve it.
She believes that taking care of your body is the most important goal.
But from what I understand, as long as you don't like fucking like flex them for whatever reason, like as long as you don't like fucking stream them and with your UID showing,
Seems like you'll need to be fed
like
and
there's not
well-rested
really a
before
way
you
for
can see
MiHoYo
it.
to like
For
know
sure,
which
she
account
looks like such a
you're
caring,
playing.
attentive person.
So
But then what's she like when she fights?
like generally it should be okay. Again, as long as you don't make a big deal out of it.
During the second and third attack, Sigewinne takes out a pill and tosses it at her opponent.
I saw that in the demo. It's like she's literally telling her opponents to take their medicine.
Look at the size of that.
18 plus
She can
Genshin.
take each shot using her charged attack. Once the shot is held and fully charged, Sigewinne's bow will fire slow-moving ministration bubbles, dealing hydro damage to her target. Just make sure not to release her arrow. Oh, and also, Sigewinne uses a specially made bubble gun.
No idea what the
to fire a
fuck that
giant
charge attack is even
bolstering
used
bubble
for,
bomb
but
during
sure.
her elemental skill, Rebound Hydrotherapy. The projectile bounces between nearby
Do you play with
opponents,
mods
dealing
off
hydro
stream?
damage to anyone it touches,
I'm
and
legally
restoring
obligated
HP
to not
all
answer
nearby
that
party
question.
members, well, except for Sigewinne herself. Sigewinne will be healed a certain amount of health when the bolstering bubble bomb disappears, which is based on her max HP.
Bolstering bubble bomb. Say that 3 times fast.
Oh, please don't make me.
You know, travelers.
Blue
could
Archive
have
student
a
in
bubble blowing
Genshin.
contest with their Sigewinnes. Would that be great?
I don't think she has Blue Archive design.
The longer you
First of all,
hold
she's
the
not
elemental
wearing a
skill,
school
the
uniform,
larger the
so
bubble
there's
grows.
that.
Once the projectile is released, it will gradually decrease in size as it bounces around. The bigger the bubble, the greater
Blue
the
Archive
damage
students
and
also
healing
don't have like a
effect.
giant ass
And if a
gadget
large
hanging
bubble
off their
hits a
waist
weaker
like
enemy,
Sigewinne
they'll be
does.
trapped inside.
Like whatever that heart-shaped clock is supposed to be.
Trapping them in a cage of
I mean, she's a
ice.
medic, right? So that might legitimately be like an in-universe like AED or something, like a defibrillator.
Hey, wait a second. Are those the orbs that Nivelette drops? It looks like Sigewinne creates 2
So
source
yeah,
water drops
Sigewinne
with
doesn't
each
really
bubble.
doesn't
It
really
looks like she
like
gains a bond of life.
have a
Just
Blue
how does that
Archive
work?
I'll explain
designed
as
to
well.
me.
Since she has training as a nurse, Sigewinne understands how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates source water droplets, and Sigewinne can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. When that bond of life is cleared,
Kind of like an
Sigewinne will
overlay.
gain
Yeah, from
some
what I
elemental
understand,
energy based on the value
when you
of
mod
the bond of
Genshin,
life.
it's client-side only. So like the server never knows that. You never communicate with the server that you're using mods. So MiHoYo will never know that you are. The only way for them to know, to confirm, is if somebody uses mods, streams themselves using mods, and then has their UID on display.
Sigewinne's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values
So
across
at that
all
point, if you have your
areas.
UID public, then yeah, then you know, then MiHoYo knows exactly like which account you're playing, and they can span it. But as long as you don't stream yourself, or at least, you know, minimum requirement if you do want to stream, then, you know, just never show your UID. Like, always hide it, right? So that way MiHoYo will never know which, like, MiHoYo can't, like, see your UID. Yeah.
As healthy as possible.
Yeah, right?
Because like I've seen Genshin streamers, obviously smaller ones, but I've seen people stream Genshin using mods. You know, just make sure you hide your UID and you should be good to go. You know, and obviously don't use any of the R18 mods, of course, too. Not only that, but there are mods to remove your UID. Yeah, that too. Even better.
Wow, so it seems like the bond of
There's some good Genshin skin mods, yeah. Besides the Kumar ones, yeah.
That sure was a lot of information, though.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see these abilities in action.
Like there are whole like Patreons for people who, you know, make really good Genshin mods. And so if you like commission one, they can crank out a really good one for you. Which is nice.
Sigewinne is especially helpful when her friends are endangered by underwater enemies. She can use her emergency dose talent to continuously restore HP to her party member for a period of time. Unfortunately, doing so will lower all of their elemental and physical resistances.
There's always a price.
Cool. That seems like a skill that would come in handy, though. Sigewinne is always looking out for us. Thanks, head nurse.
You've seen leakers from beta clients showing their UID in videos. Yeah, that's not. Yeah. Not the smartest idea.
Well, I think her appearance and her interests definitely stand
This
out.
is a new character that the good people on Twitter will go insane about. Not likely, because she's not being sexualized in any way, so there should be no trigger for that, but you know, it's Twitter, you never know. You never really know. I don't think Genshin's ever gotten into hot water with, like, the fucking, the self-righteous Twitter side, or the self-righteous side of Twitter. I don't think Genshin's ever been on their bad side, specifically in regards to their lolly characters. At least not that I remember. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention.
You're all bringing up great points. Don't you think that Sigewinne's differences from the other Melusines make her seem more unique and approachable at the same time?
I don't think this should trigger anybody. I mean, you know, you'll get the usual people who are like, if you roll for Sigewinne, you're a lolicon, or whatever the fuck. But you know, that happens every time.
Didn't travelers meet a mysterious youngster last version?
No.
Sometime during Sino's story quest?
You just don't remember? More like I didn't see.
The opportunity to add him to their party.
Genshin's too big. There's probably always some sort of drama going on in the Genshin sphere. You can't really see it all, to be honest.
Okay then, let's take a look at Sethos' demo.
If you're always asking why, you end up thinking yourself into a corner. Sometimes it's better to let go.
Imagine if Sigewinne is more meta than Clorinde. Unfortunately, from what I've seen from the leaks on Twitter, you don't need to worry about that. Wow, an archer who actually holds his bow properly. Actually, no, I think Yelan holds her bow properly when you charge it. Like maybe she like slightly cants her bow. But like a lot of archers in this game like hold their bows at like horizontal angles, which I guess that's fine. I'm not an archery expert, so maybe that's okay. But like Sethos, I think, is the first character who actually holds his bow upright, because most archers either hold it at a cant or like horizontal, but he actually holds it upright, like straight up and down. So that's cool.
And he always knows where to find the best regional specialties. Yeah, you probably know where this is going, but I'll say it anyway. When Sethos is in your team, he'll reveal the location of Sumeru regional specialties.
Nikkei and Azulane are the kings of making Twitter go thermonuclear. Nah, not Nikkei. With a petite appearance? I don't know if you've seen most of the characters in Nikkei. There's like literally one lolly in Nikkei, and like the lolly character didn't really do anything.
He had more educational opportunities than other people who live in Sumeru's desert. His responsibilities drive him.
Not only that, but Azulane, I think, has another drama going around with their current live 2D, but I don't know if you want to call that a petite appearance. So, something makes me think, you might be talking out of your ass with that one.
he lives a pretty varied lifestyle. And he's around the same age as the General Mahamatra Sino. He occasionally
You don't need to
visits the
sexualize
academia,
to be
shows
sexualized.
the
Yeah, but at that
Francis
point,
Mary City,
it's the fans
and
doing it,
browsing goods at the
right? It's
Grand
other
Bazaar.
people doing it and not the
But
company
we've already
itself.
talked a
So
lot
at that
about his
point, it's like,
hobbies.
well, whatever.
Let's move on to what he can do in combat. Yes. Sethos' aim shot has a special variant when charged to level 2. He can't move when his attack is charged to its second level, but it allows him to fire a powerful shadow-piercing shot that can pierce enemies, dealing electro damage to targets in its path. Sethos' talent, Black Kite's Enigma, can decrease the charging time of his aim shot by consuming elemental energy. Some elemental energy will also be consumed after releasing the shot.
Nice.
Ooh, useful.
Yeah, and also I noticed his aim shots take a really long time to charge. So I think that means players need to store up elemental energy to fire the shadow-piercing shot faster, right? Hey, wait a minute. I feel like this is the first Genshin Impact character who actually consumes elemental energy while firing aimed shots.
What? Yeah, you're right on.
Hey.
That's why Sethos has an elemental skill that helps him restore elemental energy. Useful. It's an ancient ritual that deals AoE electro damage, and it also restores elemental energy whenever a hit on an enemy triggers an overloaded, electrocharged, superconduct, electro swirl, quicken, aggravate, or hyperbloom reaction. That's a lot.
Piercing shot, can't wait for enemies to line up. Ah, yes. Also, can't wait to use a piercing shot on solo boss fights.
Elemental burst, Sethos will perform an ancient ritual that was passed down from King Deshret's era. He will enter the Twilight Meditation state, converting his normal attacks to enemy-piercing dusk bolts that deal increased damage based on his elemental mastery.
Oh, that's cool. That sounds like a mini version of the shadow piercing shot, only it doesn't take as much time to fire.
Useful. Okay, also it seems like the records of King Deshret have a lot of powerful abilities, so, between you and me, does that mean Sethos has mastered other mysterious rituals and techniques?
Of course!
Yo.
I'm sure that the Temple of Silence has a whole archive of secrets. One of his other talents will also increase the damage dealt by a
Azrael and
shadow-piercing
Anike
shot
make
for a
Twitter
period
go
of time
insane.
based on his elemental mastery.
Okay, alright, sounds like the Temple of Silence is a real impressive legacy.
No kidding.
Nike?
Definitely a talented fighter who can make.
If you mean in the sense that people fucking gawk over their character designs, then sure. But if you're talking about actual drama,
First mission.
I don't know so much
Nice, I
about
wonder what
that.
the next one's gonna be.
Maybe I'm just not seeing it, but like if it's drama that's actually worth talking about, I'd probably know about it. Like I haven't really seen like an Azure Lane level of like back when Twitter blew up over that one Kashino skin where she's basically showing off her entire titty,
Yeah, that's a good point.
or like
Okay.
60% of the top half of her titty, basically.
Some light on the hidden secrets.
Here he goes.
So here we go. Archon Quest Chapter 4, Act 6, Bedtime Story will become
Like I haven't seen anything like that happen on Nikke yet. Maybe one day it'll happen,
We'll
but
share more information about Conria's past.
Ooh.
That's what you guys were waiting for, right?
Yeah. And
you weren't gonna roll for Sethos because you thought he was a spear user because he fights with the spear in the story.
Hell yeah.
Have we seen Sethos in a story? It's been so long since I last dealt with Sumoto's story at all that I don't remember.
Based on what we heard in the trailer, it seems like the Loom of Fate is now complete. So travelers can look forward to learning more about Kari Bear in this quest.
We can't.
Trust me, it's not worth talking about. No, it absolutely is worth. It absolutely is worth talking about. And no, I'm not just gonna trust you.
For themselves,
Oh, okay,
We can call off the snipers, call off the snipers.
right? Look, I know, I get it that everyone can barely contain their excitement. So, I will throw you a bone. To help tide you over until the next update, I'll be sharing a special surprise with y'all.
Like I'm not saying that, you know, drama isn't common. It absolutely is on Twitter, especially these days. For the last I don't know, God knows how many years. But for the sake of argument, I prefer having like actual examples on hand that I can talk about. Right? When I brought up Kashino's whole shit, when Twitter blew up over that, like yes, I absolutely saw that. And there's Free in his rear unconfirmed.
And because there's never enough, a new 5-star sword.
But I don't remember anything like that happening on the same level as, say, or I don't remember anything on the same level as, say, Kashino's drama, Twitter drama, happening against Nikke too. Because if something like that did happen, I would absolutely know about it.
go!
Hey, look, chat, it's the long-awaited fucking Genshin anime trailer. After fucking a year and a half or some shit. I wonder why they decided to drop it now of all times. Hint, hint, the answer starts with 2 W's. If you want more info, just ask. Okay, I'm asking you right now, Camu. Give me some examples. Hit me with them. Because, hey, you're only going to be educating me, right? So that way, if there was like nuclear Nikkei drama in the past, I would know about it too. Is the teaser thing? Yeah, I guess it is. Apparently current drama is that the new UR is actually bad. Oh, it's not the usual Western Twitter drama with people bitching about the character designs. It's more of the UR itself being kind of shit. Okay, that wasn't quite what I was expecting, but you know. The soundtrack, the song playing right now reminds me of like Heaven's Feel. This is M-Man. It sounds like it. Hence the Heaven's Feel reminder. I wonder why the Genshin anime is releasing now. It's not releasing now, it's just a teaser. The actual anime itself is still at least a year away. Is Ufotable making the anime? Yes, they are. They announced that like a year and a half ago. Last big controversy you remember was about Elig. I don't remember that one at all. I wasn't even aware that there was even a controversy about her in the first place. Another code. I'm just kind of curious how they're going to handle the story for the anime, considering, you know, obviously Genshin's own part 1 story isn't even done yet. So, like, how are they going to handle that? Oops. You can totally see this anime making waves in the anime community. Yes, making an anime out of the biggest gacha game in the world that literally everyone, even non-weebs, know a lot about. Oh, this can only go one way, I'm sure. Anime means they have to pick a canon MC. And they do show both of them. Canon MC will probably be Ether, because he's with Paimon. And then Lumen is hanging out with the Dainsleif, I think. So, Ether will probably be canon MC. That was good. Yeah, the production quality was amazing. But you know, it's a teaser, so yeah, you kind of hope it is.
I think it's about time we introduce this domain.
Hopefully the
Bring on the challenge. I'm so
oh, here's the
ready.
endgame mode. Hopefully the rest of the anime also has the same exact levels of production quality, because you know, you know what happens when animes get produced. Outsourcing.
Oh, I love secret rooms and libraries. I've always wanted one. So that's right, the all-new event.
Should you wait and get Farina? You don't have her. If you need a really strong 5-star Hydro character, then yes, she's perfect. If you already have either Novelette or Yelan, then I don't think you need Farina. The only reason why you'd need Farina if you already have one of those other two 5-star Hydro characters that I mentioned is if you want to run like a weapon, like a Fontaine weapon, on a different character who doesn't like have an inherent like HP reduction mechanic. And then therefore you would need Farina in order to make that work.
Hopefully put on a magnificent performance by becoming the main character of the mage's story.
But like that's quite specific, and most people aren't really gonna be looking for that. So if you already have Yelan or Novelette, then no, you don't need Farina. However, if you don't already have a really strong 5-star Hydra character, then yes, Farina is perfect for you.
Oh, let me tell you, Imaginarium Theater contains a series of combat challenges with different battle conditions. Now, only characters who wield specific elemental types will be allowed to participate, so travelers will have to select characters who meet the requirements of the challenge.
Oh, I get it. But what if we don't have
Is Farina good with Arlecchino?
who meet the requirements?
Good thinking, but
Technically speaking, I don't see a reason for her not to be. The issue is that Arlecchino can't heal herself normally.
trial characters will be provided for travelers that are missing any of those.
Actually, I would say no. Because Farina's ult scales better with how much HP she heals off of, or how much HP you get back, I think that's how it works. So the fact that you can't heal Arlecchino when she's got her Bond of Life up means that Farina's ult will be slightly weaker. If you really want to, you can still run those two together anyway. And it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because, you know, Vape is still pretty strong. But, yeah, just keep that in mind. Not only that, but again, because Arlecchino you can't heal Arlecchino, like, externally, right, with other healers. She can only heal herself, for the most part. Yeah, like Farina's skill, like sapping HP from her, it can put her in a pretty dangerous situation. And again, Arlecchino scales off of attack, so it's not like she has too much HP. So.
No longer be able to fight, and you will have to replace them with a new character.
Time for some R&R.
But you can still run them together. It shouldn't really matter that much. Is this new Abyss? I guess? It doesn't really remind me of Abyss, but, you know, we'll see how it works.
And I should also mention that not all selected characters will immediately appear in your team. Some characters can only be gathered by progressing through the story. They can formally be added to your team at the end of an Imaginarium Theater battle, or when you encounter certain special events.
Cool. So assembling your team is part of the challenge.
Yes, which makes it even more fun. But let me explain a little more about the special events that I mentioned.
Anime Genshin, is this the breakthrough that Ufotable wanted? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Because you kept hearing Ufotable wanted to branch out of Fate for a while by now? Oh yes, because Demon Slayer didn't do that already?
No pressure.
Right?
I'm pretty sure they produced Demon Slayer, right?
Completing challenges and finalizing their performance results. The first time they complete a challenge, travelers will also receive a debut performance gift. Travelers who feel
Now, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what you mean by Ufotable want to branch out of Fate.
They'll be able to obtain different
Like,
levels of performance medals that
if the money's good enough, they're gonna make your anime, my dude. And I'm sure MiHoYo paid Ufotable real fucking well to produce Genshin. That's for sure.
which they can exchange with Wolfie the Concierge.
Aw.
In return, travelers will receive special poses for their characters when taking photos.
Awesome!
Right?
Yeah, that.
Travelers will be able to take
I don't know
all
what the
new
fuck you're on about, my dude.
pictures. I am excited to see new poses.
So hyped.
Me too. And
Also,
more
Ether is the
enthusiastic whenever
optimal choice to
imaginary
play the
theaters
game.
have
The story does not change because of the gender of the brothers.
Performance in
Also,
the
what the fuck are
Imaginary
you
Theater has
talking
several
about?
difficulty levels, and each one has a different number of challenges. Higher difficulty levels will yield even better rewards.
Bring it on.
As Wolfie the Concierge likes to say, when the brilliant
Is it worth it to get Farina Eidolons? To me, you don't really need them. I think Farina C0 is perfectly good enough.
I don't know, somehow
I
still
mean,
didn't make
most
it.
5-star characters in the game are perfectly functional at C0. Unless you're like one of the unlucky permanent characters, I guess. So no, I don't really think you need more constellations for Farina. Might as well go for a weapon at that point, but you know, weapon banner.
Each month, Imaginarium Theater will alternate updates with the Spiral Abyss. In addition, the total rewards that can be gained from the Spiral Abyss has been increased from.
Then the story is same regardless. Yes, but your wording was really weird. Like who are the brothers you're talking about? Last I checked, Lumen wasn't a guy.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ooh, the background is changing.
Ooh, here we go, here
Let's
we
see what
go.
else this version has in store.
Yes, please.
Mutual security enhancing simulation. Huh. I see some hilly churls and ruin guards, so I'm assuming this is one of those monster fighting events.
Yes, sort of. Travelers won't be engaging monsters directly. Instead,
They're branching out of Fate by doing the Witch Hunt Holy Night anime.
The Millilith will be hosting a strategic war game to improve their understanding of
Just started with
security
Genshin, you
throughout
pulled a new
development.
5-star, so you don't have either.
Accompanied
Don't
by
think we can call
representatives
Barbara a very
from
powerful
Texas
Hydro
like
character.
Sethos,
I mean, she's a starter character
Sethos
for sure,
Yashiro
yeah, but
Commission,
yeah, probably not
Sumeru
a
of 30, and Fontaine's
not a
Special
meta
Patrol.
5-star character
Their
for
joint
sure.
exercise is intended to improve military tactics across the continent.
Sir, yes,
official.
sir.
Wow. You're making this event sound really official.
That was my official voice.
Your English needs a lot of refinement. Oh, okay. English isn't your first language. My bad. Because your grammar and your syntax are like really like they were slightly off. Like it's kind of your grammar and your syntax, the way you used it or the way you were talking felt a little bit strange to like a native English speaker, or like for an American anyway, for an American like me. But then like other than like the syntax, I suppose your grammar was perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna give this a try.
So I just kind of assumed that you were a native English speaker. So I was like, wait a minute, what the like what are you talking about? But I guess if English isn't your first language, that makes a lot more sense.
Okay, sorry.
So,
I forgot to
my
mention
bad.
something important.
You
Sorry.
know.
I know. But here, we can fix it now. Some types of combat units are more effective against others.
Oh, they took this idea straight from Snowbreak.
Vulnerable to melee units like Mitachurls. But don't fret, you can turn a bad situation.
I don't know how many people in chat play Snowbreak or know of that game, but right now we have an event going on where in Snowbreak where you can capture enemy units and then you can use them against other enemies in that special game mode right now. So they literally just took it straight from Snowbreak.
Which can then be used to deploy additional combat units and frontline
And then Genshin Tower Defense is back. Yeah, it looks a lot more interesting because now you can freeform place them. Not only that, but you can place your own units too. Yeah, this Tower Defense mode looks a lot more interesting because it's not just towers now. You can actually just deploy regular units now. Yeah, freeform placement. Yeah.
And a 4-star bow, Cloud Forged.
Oh, gimme.
I'm assuming the bow is for either Sigewinne or
Next up,
Sethos.
we're introducing another combat-related event, Endless Form's Most Martial.
Ooh, okay.
Snowbreak for fan service for the win. I mean, not just for the win. They kind of had to, otherwise the game would have shut down. Did you guys talk about Will giving out a selector, like another one on top of what the stuff we're already gonna get in game? Actually, we actually did not know about that. Because right now I'm just assuming you're talking about whatever we're already getting in game, but I assume what you mean is like a brand new selector that they haven't announced before. You learn English all by yourself? I mean, hey, that's more impressive than me. I can't learn a new language for shit. My brain's too small after years of playing nothing but gacha games, KEKW. Like anytime I hear about stories about people learning English or like other languages, right, Japanese for example, like just by like either like, you know, for in English's case, right, I've heard of plenty of stories about Europeans learning how to speak English on their own, or learning how to you know, learning English on their own, basically, by watching American movies and watching American shows and pretty much, and just like that. And obviously they probably, you know, take some time to like study it off, you know, regular materials, of course, not just movies, but like considering that American movies and other media was like the main medium that they used, like shit, man, that's amazing to me. Can't imagine myself being that smart. Like, you know, weebs learning how to speak Japanese through what is it? They're like watching anime and reading manga and shit like that. Yeah, couldn't be me, man.
Hey guys, that's my kind of old school arcade games, because I'm an old school. Okay, I'm just old. Anyway.
No, it's like, oh no, not that.
Isn't English a required subject anyway in a lot of European countries? It is.
Travelers will encounter a
But, you know, doesn't make those kinds of stories any less impressive.
Travelers who follow her script will be able to embark on a wondrous journey of literature and imagination. And the script will lead travelers to mysterious locales where they will have the opportunity to earn rewards. That is, if they can evade bullet.
How many events have they shown off so far? Holy fucking shit. Like, isn't this like the 4th event that they're showcasing right now?
Wicked warlocks will also be scattered across the field. Ooh, alliteration. I like it. If you defeat
We'll just straight up get to
them, then you
choose a
can
5-star on the
earn
26th.
coins.
Because of all the problems with the game so far. Oh, cool.
Skillfully if we want to avoid all those attacks.
No pressure.
But hey, don't worry. Travelers can take advantage of adventure techniques to gain special buffs. So these buffs will make the oncoming bullets a lot easier to
But a
deal
lot
with.
of shooters to
You'll
smoothen
also
the
be
brain
able
with
to get
gacha was the most
rewards if you're
next
smart about
logical
how you
step.
use them.
That sounds great. So great. Speaking of
I mean, to be fair, most shooters don't really require too much brain power to begin with. You know, most shooters basically boil down to, oh, I aim good.
Also, more
Can I
NPCs
click
will be
head?
ready to challenge travelers in the open world. Oh,
And I hope they're
Yeah.
ready to lose.
For me, it's it's for me. I mainly play like arcade shooters like Call of Duty, so mainly my FPS quote skill boils down to bum rush enemy spawn, spawn camp, do it again when you die,
See you soon.
and then third code. Ah yes, very skillful. Yeah, Tipomaniac. Apparently, chat's let us know that there's going to be a free 5-star that Wu is just going to give to everybody. Because of all the problems that the game's been having so far. Let me check their Twitter page real quick. Maybe I can link. If they made an official post about it, then I will. Let's see. Actually, have they made a post about it? Maybe it's only on. Oh, maybe it's only on the Chinese side for now. Because I don't see any tweet on the official English page or the official English Twitter page regarding that. Maybe they'll make an announcement later, perhaps. But for now, I don't see anything like that. Main way people learn Japanese outside of actual lessons through visual novels? Yeah, for sure, yeah. Because I know one of my IRL friends, Mr. Protagonist, as usual, he's learned a fair bit of Japanese on his own because he's really big into visual novels. At least he used to be really big into them, like in the past. Now I don't know how much he reads visual novels anymore, but he used to read a ton of visual novels back in the day. So, and a lot of them just in their native Japanese language. So, yeah. Like he used to read visual novels with the fucking Japanese dictionary on hand.
We're back.
We're back.
to help him understand words and kanji that he didn't recognize right away.
Looks like we completed this domain
So,
challenge.
yeah, you're
Was there ever any
probably
doubt?
right about that.
I think you'll find I am
Currently only available on Chinese social media. Hopefully, all the other servers get it too.
Yes, please.
Because you never know. You never know. It might just be a Chinese-only thing. Hopefully it's not, but
Adventure rank 24. Hopefully this helps travelers
hopefully they
level
keep
up
this
their
generosity for after Natlan and Z3. What do you mean, for Wuwa or for Genshin?
160 to 200.
Oh yeah, there's the 200 resin cap.
You might notice from the video that version 4.7 will have some other optimizations. Be sure to check them out for yourselves in game.
Awkward silence.
All right, that looks like all the information we have to share today. Bye, travelers.
What?
What? Just kidding.
wait,
No,
wait.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of course, I wouldn't sign off without.
You imagine
giving you
players
guys
will
a
start to
chance
leave after 1.1
talk about your
after
time
its
here on
current
the
quality. I
special
mean,
program.
Wuwa will always drop.
Thanks to
Every new
say,
gacha
you
game
know,
will always drop
I am just-
a lot of their
I'm so
players
thrilled to
initially
join this amazing
starting
voice
out
cast, and
after
I'm
like about a
excited
month or
for
so.
everyone to get to see Sigewinne in action and add her to your
Just the
party.
question is
I'm
how
like,
many will
yes,
leave, right?
Just see how cute she
And yeah,
is with
depending
her
on
adorable little
whether or not
syringe
Kuro
in
Game
her
can get their
hand.
shit together and
Thank
optimize the game
you very
further
much. Yes.
in
Same here,
time.
everything that Sarah said.
Yeah.
Such an honor to join the cast. I'm so excited that Clorinde is
They'll lose
finally
like
coming
less
out.
or more
I hope
players
everyone
than they need
has
to.
Fun, like meeting her and learning more about her.
How are we
And
feeling about new
also,
endgame? Not
I'm
sure.
really excited
Yeah,
for
I
this
mean,
content.
I have to play
don't
it
know about you
myself
guys,
to really
but
have an
I've
opinion.
been playing this game, and my favorite thing's beating things
Any
up in
chance
this
you're
world.
going into a time machine with your gacha expertise and
Love
checking
fighting
out
these
old
monsters.
gachas to make an impression or whatever? Can't do anything like that right at the moment because I have a new job, and I now spend 11 hours out of the house now, or up to 11 hours out of the house. So I simply do not have the time to make YouTube videos as I once did. Because you know I'm a broke ass motherfucker, and I kind of need to be a wage cut for the time being.
so excited for Imaginarium Theater.
So no, unfortunately, I can't make any dedicated YouTube videos anymore. That being said, I do want to hire an editor. Now that I'm making some money, I do want to hire an editor to help me like produce like a steady stream of YouTube content, and I still do want to make like a couple of big videos to kind of get my name out there again. But it won't be like a video that you've suggested. You know. At least not for now. Maybe in the future I might make a video like that. But for now, I've already got a couple of videos that I really want to make as like my bigger videos. Also, what in the fuck is this? Touching grass, oh yeah. For the first time in God knows how many years. This is Natlan? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because, you know, pyro everywhere. Is this Z3? No, this is Natlan. I'm not gonna lie, it just reminds me of more Sumeru. Even though technically it's its own, like, unique biome. Because, like, it kind of reminds me of a more, like, flowery, more greeny, like the American, like, Southwest, maybe? Where there's a shit ton of, like, plateaus and shit like that. I forget the exact name of that geography. But, kind of reminds me of that, just with more green shit. Yeah, Grand Canyon style, Grand Canyon kind of shit. Like that geographical area. Or terrain. Natlan leak? I mean, if you want to call that a leak, then sure, but... Yeah, exactly. I was expecting Natlan to be more, more like, you know, war-torn. Because, like, I've heard the little Natlan lore that I'm aware of, or at least I think that I'm aware of, is that Natlan is supposed to be like this war-torn region or whatever. So it's like, okay, so if it's supposed to be like a war-torn region, then what the fuck was that we just saw? Because that sure didn't seem like it was being war-torn. Maybe it's just like a more peaceful area of Natlan, I suppose, and the war is like going around, like the war-torn parts are like in different areas or whatever. I don't know. Maybe more volcanic, maybe. I mean, we did literally see rivers of lava, so I'm sure there is a volcano somewhere. More climbing, huh? Yep. Yeah, with the whole like the focus on the animals or whatever, yeah. Kind of get a Monster Hunter vibe going around there. Next one, Natlan is based on what country? I would imagine that's based off of like North American geography, specifically Southwest United States. But I could be wrong. It could be another like volcanic area, I suppose. But then again, like, where else would they go? Maybe Latin America? Maybe. Latin America, South America. But, like, are there any volcanoes down there? Maybe there is one. Maybe there are, like, dormant ones? Maybe? I would imagine there are some dormant volcanoes down in South America. Mexico? Yeah, that works. I don't know if Mexico has a volcano. Maybe it does, actually. I'm not sure. What are the codes again? I got you. One NPC in Inazuma said that they practiced boxing in Natlan. Wow. Lore. That's pretty cool. In South America, not a single volcano you've heard, and you lived there? Okay. Then yeah, no. Can't be based off South America then. So yeah. Central America probably fits the bill a little closer. Maybe. Probably. This is gonna be like a Lost Belt 7 thing? Not quite. Not quite. Or at least it shouldn't be. But we do have capybaras. Yes, everyone's favorite. Cappies. Central America would make sense with a volcano because Mexico got the Popocatépetl or the Goyo. You know, actually, that makes a little bit of sense because I know in Rainbow Six Siege there's like either a Latino, like Central American or like South American operator. Now that I think about it, he's probably Mexican. Like a Mexican defender operator named Goyo, and his gadget in the game is that he literally has like spicy lunch boxes where he puts like a bomb on like a wall or some shit, and then if you shoot it, it's basically a deployable firebomb. You shoot it and it explodes into like and like drops fire all over the place like a molly. A deployable molly that you shoot to explode. So actually, that makes a lot of sense now. Why he's named that. Central America has a volcano? I guess so, yeah, because, yeah, because if I remember Aztec history correctly, they probably settled near a volcano, I think. To be fair, I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, maybe Central America has a volcano somewhere, either dormant or active. But yeah, at first I didn't even recognize that was supposed to be Natlan gameplay. They just kind of snuck that one in there. But hey, good to see some Natlan gameplay. You're waiting for my MMO arc? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna ever get into MMOs, man. Like, even if I did have the time, I'm not even sure if I would. Like, I feel like if I wanted to get into like MMOs in a big way, I should have like started like I should have like grown up with MMOs, you know? Like, you know, people like Zach, or people like Asmongold, right? Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get into like MMOs in a big way. But who knows? You never say never, you know? Costa Rica's got like 3 or 4 dormant volcanoes? Okay, then yeah, there you go then. Wuwa found dead in a sewer. Genshin actually getting endgame. It's over. Now, hold up. We have to see if Genshin's new endgame mode is actually good. Because it might just be another fucking rehash of, just like a reskinned Abyss 9 through 12. And, you know, whoop-de-doo, who fucking cares? So, hold up. Wait a minute. Probably become like Fafnir. Don't know who he is. Playing MMOs, so probably for the best. You think so, huh? Like, I don't know. Like, the reason why I gravitate towards the reason why I like gacha games so much is because of the characters. And last I checked, in MMOs, like, you don't really like I'm sure there are like unique NPCs or whatever, but like for the most part, most MMOs, like, you just play some generic dude that you can like customize, right? It's not like you're controlling a specific character from the game itself. At least from what I understand. I've never played an MMO before, so yeah, I don't know. From Kobayashi. Oh. I think I vaguely remember the character. I assume she just stays in game and fucking plays video games all day. What if the MMO has gacha in it? Even worse. Unless they gacha characters, then I might be a little interested. But then again, we saw what TOF tried to do, and you know, that wasn't great, so. Yeah, exactly, just like Tower of Fantasy. Blue Protocol, maybe? I mean, maybe, but like, shit, man. If only Tower of Fantasy actually came out like it was supposed to. That would have been nice. MMO and gacha sounds like hell. Yeah, probably is too. Fucking Blue Protocol DOA. Like, I remember, like, for example, Mr. Slice talking about how he wanted to get into Blue Protocol, like, years ago. Like, I think it was even before Genshin came out. So we've known about that game for quite a while, but they just dropped the fucking ball on it so goddamn hard. Anyways, chat. You said that Blue Protocol BP was dead on arrival the moment you saw Amazon connected to it. I mean, especially after what happened with New World. Yeah, you were probably onto something there. Yeah, you're not wrong, especially with hindsight on our side. And look at what happened in New World. I think, to be fair, I think New World's still doing all right. I haven't really heard anything from New World recently. I know they had like a big update a while back, but it's been a while, so. Is she trolling us right now? What did EOFE tweet? Getting sponsored by Amazon as a debuff. Guess who's gonna play Wuwa on stream soon? That's surprising. I guess because EOFE's ID, maybe the Indonesian girls can get away with it. Because we know that Kobo, for example, has talked about her playing Genshin a lot on Twitter. I think she even posted a screenshot of her rolling a 5-star character. I forget who it was. Maybe Farina or somebody. Maybe Novelette. One of the Fontaine characters. Because I mean, it makes sense because Kobo, water, shit like that. So Rain Shaman, blah blah blah. And not only that, but I think more recently, Narissa, during one of her Zatsu streams, she mentioned wanting to try Nikke on stream. And the reason why the Holo girls can't play Nikke, or at least they can't stream, is because Nikke, even though it's made by a Korean developer, the publisher is Chinese. Because Level Infinite is the overseas branch of Tencent. And obviously Tencent is a Chinese company. But the Narissa was like openly talking about like maybe trying Nikke on stream too. So like I had heard that Cover was like slowly starting to slowly starting to change their perms in regards to like Chinese related games. Because obviously ever since, the Coco incident, right? They've just straight up like just fucking like dissociated with anything Chinese. But like I think Hannah talked to me. I think Hannah let me know about this first incident where like Cover was like considering going back into China again. I forget what exactly the context was. Like maybe they were gonna do like a concert or something. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. But like this is like a string of events where I'm kind of thinking that Cover is like slowly starting to reverse their decisions on what their talents can do in regards to like Chinese related games. But so until I actually see a Holo girl like play a Chinese related game on stream, so far for me it's only gonna be rumors. Genshin killed Wuwa Kek W. That's sad from Narissa? Well, what do you mean? In what way? Like, are you saying that it's sad that Narissa is considering playing Nikke on stream, or the fact that she can't play Nikke on stream? Because, like, I remember before the Coco incident, fucking 3-4 years ago, that Kiara from Holo EN Gen 1, Holo Myth, like, she openly talked on stream about how she wanted to get into Genshin Impact. And then the Coco incident happened, so she never could. No, let's sing the Bibu Tax song, yeah. VTubers can't play certain gacha games in public, then the more you know. They can't stream it. Like, obviously, you can play it on their own time, sure, but they can't stream it. I mean, HoloLive doesn't want their talents to stream gacha games in general unless it's a like a sponsored stream. That you can't play Nikke? Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't, like, until she actually is able to stream Nikke on stream, like, I'm under the impression that the Holo girls just cannot stream any game that's related to China in any way. like, allow me to remind you guys that when Blue Archive first came out, right? You ever wonder why it was only the EN girls, like the especially the council girls, back when they first debuted or right after they debuted? Remember, you ever wonder why only the council girls ever did sponsored Blue Archive streams back in the day, and none of the JP streamers? Especially when, you know, Blue Archive is a lot more popular in Japan. It's because Blue Archive is published by a Chinese publisher, Yostar, in Japan, whereas all the global servers, they're published by Nexon directly. And obviously Nexon is Korean, so there's no problem there. Gura played that game? Yeah, Gura too, I think, yeah. So Council plus Gura. Hell, even Sana did a sponsored Blue Archive stream too. So yeah, Covers had a very strict anti-China policy when it came to like perms and shit. But like, if Eofe's tweeted that she might play Wuwa soon on stream, actually, what did she say specifically on stream? Let's see. Yeah, on stream. Yeah. And Nerissa openly talked about maybe wanting to play Nikke on stream too. Then I don't know. Maybe things are changing. Maybe, just maybe. We'll see. Maybe Eofe being able to play Wuwa on stream might be the catalyst for other non-JP members. Honestly, I don't think the JP their main JP girls will still be allowed to play anything Chinese related. To be fair, like, I'm pretty sure that's still not going to be the case. I'm pretty sure only the EN girls and the ID girls, basically the foreign girls, will be allowed to stream anything remotely related to China. But I mean, hey, at least it's a step in the right direction. Perhaps. Speaking of Nikke, is it worth playing? But you want an honest opinion, is it a good game to play? It's a good game. It's not like your typical gacha because it's an idle game. If you know what those, if you've ever played like an idle gacha game, IDLE, not idol like Idolmaster, idle, as in like you just sit around doing nothing. I think Nikke is a good game. It's a great casual game for sure, because there's no grinding involved for the most part. Because all you really do is just do your dailies and you fuck off. But I think it's a good gacha game, so give it a try and see if it's for you or not. You play Blue Archive religiously so you can say your bar is low. In that case, I think you'll actually I think Nikke is actually like gameplay wise is actually very similar to Blue Archive, because both games are very casual friendly, or at least they should be. However, both of them have end games where you can like decide to go more hardcore if you want. Personally, I would argue that it's a lot more worth it going like playing like a more hardcore playstyle, or treating Nikke as a more hardcore game than like Blue Archive, because Blue Archive raids are fucking misery in a can. Whereas Nikke raids, Nikke endgame is a lot more fair, I suppose you could say. Like, you don't rage nearly as much, or I don't rage nearly as much doing like Nikke raids or whatever, like union raids and solo raids and shit like that. But like, actually, I think Nikke and Blue Archive are actually very similar games in like in terms of like the content that they provide. They're actually very similar, to me anyway. So yeah, I would say give it a try. See if you like it or not. Dailies take quite a long time. Yeah, to be fair, that is kind of true, Zavish. Yeah, like going at full speed, it still takes me about like maybe 15 minutes to clear all my dailies in Nikke, and obviously even longer if there's like an event going on, like a big event going on. Like remember during our 1.5 anniversary where we had the tower defense mini game? Like if you had like a mini game going on, then like yeah, then it adds quite a bit more time. Like with that whole tower defense mini game that we had in Nikkei with our last event, like that alone like doubled your daily time because obviously you have to sit down and play the tower defense game mode. So, have you tried E7? No, I've heard about it. I've heard about it ever since it came out actually, but no, I've never actually tried it myself. You need more strategy turn-based shooters? Dare I recommend Girls Frontline 1 then? I don't know. I wouldn't recommend that game to anybody, but the problem is that there's not a lot of those kinds of games out there. Like turn-based strategy shooters. Like that's a foreign concept to a lot of people. But like luckily for you, Blue Archive literally took their gameplay genre from another gacha game that already existed for several years before it, and that's called Girls Frontline 1. However, I don't know if I can recommend that game to you because that game is super fucking grindy. It is miserable. It is fucking hell on earth compared to a lot of other gacha games out there, especially modern gacha games. Nikkei is pretty free to play friendly as well. Yeah, that too. But yeah, if you really want like another like strategy turn-based shooter game, or shooter-ish game, then yeah, check out Girls Frontline 1, because that's one of the only gacha games out there that actually like fits that sort of bill. And who knows, maybe you might actually like it. Maybe, who knows. Where's my head pet redeem? I'm not a VTuber, so I don't have one. I mean, not that you have to be a VTuber to have a stream redeem like that, but currently I don't really have any stream redemptions set up. Because, you know, amateur streamer. Yeah, we have like daily taxes, but that's about it. Yeah, I do have taxes, yes, where you can just waste your, where I can just steal your channel points for free. Truly, we live in a society. Have you heard about the extra compensation? Yeah, and people in chat, Twitch chat, brought it up to me earlier. Yeah, about how over on the Chinese side, Wu was said they were going to give everyone a free 5-star selector, get another 5-star selector. So hopefully that carries over here to the overseas servers as well. But so far no announcement on the English Twitter page. Maybe they'll put out a tweet later today. We'll see. Thanks, young juvenile, for wasting 20k points. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten. 07. There, you did make a post about this? Really? Because I'm not seeing it. Because their last tweet from 16 hours ago is them saying, oh no, it was just them giving out a full multi for like the technical issues that they've been having so far. And that came out today or some shit. Or yesterday, technically, sorry. So from what I see, no, they haven't made an announcement about the second 5-star selector. Yeah, it should still only be on Bilibili, yeah. So no confirmation on the overseas side of things. But yeah, cross our fingers that we actually get one too. Because you never know, it might be a China exclusive 5-star selector. Because remember, chat, this is a Chinese game. Want to know the lore behind that name? Billy. Actually, yeah, I kind of want to as well. It's a cute name, though. Billy. Like the exclusive PS5 skin selector and Genshin. Well, that's for consoles though. It's not like a region exclusive thing. Like console exclusive things I can understand because, you know, Corpa. Undeniably cute name. Perhaps we could even call it cute and funny. Perhaps even. Oh, but it was only for China as well? Oh, okay. Then that changes. I didn't know about the whole China exclusive part. My bad. Then yeah, in that case, then yeah, fucking MiHoYo can go fuck themselves. Oh, and Sony too. You heard it came from the nickname from fucking yeah, Misaka. I think her name is Misaka? Mikasa? I don't think it's Mikasa because that's the name of that one Attack on Titan character. But yeah. Yeah, cause that girl's that index girl's nickname was Bidi Bidi, yeah. So maybe is that where that came from? That's actually kind of cute if it was. Cause like how long has Bilibili been around for? Cause to be fair, the first Toado animes like aired like a long time ago, like back in the fucking 2000s kind of shit. Misaka, yeah, there you go. The AOT brain rot, I guess. Unfortunate. But yeah. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that that's where they got their name from. Wikipedia says so. Alright, well. If Wikipedia says so, then it must be true, right? Yeah. But as long as they got like a source for that, then sure. I'll believe it. Checks out anyway. It's been 86 years. Anyways, chat. All of the stream there. She's actually incredibly popular in China. I guess I don't doubt it. Yeah. I don't doubt it. Cause like yeah, like out here in the West we have like seasonal waifus that like everybody likes, right? Like, you know, Yor from Spy Family, Marin from My Dress Up Darling, shit like that. So yeah, I'm sure China has their own like seasonal like or like, you know, yeah, seasonal I suppose. Favorite waifu of the season kind of thing. Like of course they have to, or of course they have stuff like that. So maybe Mikasa or Misaka, Mikasa. Misaka was like one of the flavor waifus of the month or something like that from way back when. But yeah, that makes sense. Then you plan to roll for FGO. Since I'm not rolling for Crimheld right now, I think I'm just gonna hold off until Archetype Earth drops. And yes, I plan to MP6 Archetype Earth when she shows up. Yor came and went. Shame her design is good. I mean, she's still around, and she'll get a resurge in popularity once we get the second season of Spy Family out, because I'm pretty sure they announced that, right? The Chinese OW team even used her her railgun as their logo. Cute. Most expensive Archetype Earth video. I'm not going to like, nah, it's not going to be another fucking MP6 Merlin type shit. Oh, second season's already out, so you probably mean the movie. I guess I didn't realize both seasons were already out. Shows you how much I actually keep up with anime. Fake weeb. Fake weeb. Doesn't even watch anime. Anime. Also, hey Fool, how's it going, man? Thanks so much for the 7-month resub, man. Welcome back. Prage for Annie and Summer FGO, yep. Hopefully we can survive the gauntlet that is the summer. We shall see. Anyways, chat. Bet Yor isn't popular in China with her basically being married. Yeah, true. True. Jeru. Praging for an Iliad banner, maybe soon. If not anniversary, then maybe during Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving week later this year or something like that. Actually, I heard that we should be getting rerun rate ups for like every limited 5-star this year. Was it this year or next year? Except for like maybe the exception of maybe Benny Enmo or something like that. So maybe you shall get your wish. More Yor for us, I suppose so, yeah. Anyways, chat, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching the stream. She will get an anniversary banner? Okay, then yeah, better for you then. Which is why you're holding out, yeah. Anyways, chat, that'll do it for me from tonight. I'll be back later today, after I go take a nap and I go grab some lunch with a friend. And then I'll be back and we'll grind Woo-Wo for the entire day. For as long as I can, so yeah. Appreciate you guys stopping by for the short Genshin React Andy stream. And yeah, I won't raid anybody. I'm just gonna let you guys go. So you are all free now. But yeah, thanks for watching, boys, and hopefully we'll see you back for my second stream later today. Yeah, so